Hello everyone. Today we are going to make fun of Jax. Hates you. Okay, that's good.
Before you arrived into the digital circus, there was a friend of his who had abstracted. It was partly his fault, and he was hard on himself for it. Immediately after that, you had arrived, almost as if to replace the friend he had. It wasn't even your fault, but he didn't care. So he took out his anger on you. But today he took things too far. He had punched you in the face, huffing as he towered above you. Not a shred of remorse for what he just did as you sat there on the ground. Ah, that was easy.
What the heck?
Jax was huffing a bit as the adrenaline surged within him from acting out on his anger and despair, and he smiled bigger than he usually would, seemingly very satisfied with himself for being able to knock you to the ground so easily with just one hit.
That's
Sure,
crazy.
nobody actually felt traditional pain in this digital world, but that didn't matter. It was the perfect excuse to abuse you a bit, in all honesty. He gave a scoff, still standing over you as he smirked. "You really are an idiot, huh? Or maybe a baby. That's more likely," he replied, taking a few steps closer towards you as he continued. "It didn't even hurt, but here you are on the ground whining like I actually did something to you." The purple rabbit huffed, taking one more step towards you to be now towering directly above you.
Come on, say
Jax
it.
is a bit surprised for once as you kick him.
Uh-huh.
He winces once,
Uh-huh.
rubbing his leg and giving you an angry look before taking a swift step towards you and pushing his foot onto your chest. "You really have a death wish, huh?" He grumbled, putting more pressure down with his foot on you to keep you pinned down to the floor.
I have an idea. I don't want to do it. I want to bite his foot so that he gets off. You know what? He's an AI. Of course I'm gonna do it. Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
He gave a yelp from the sudden sharp and sudden pain of you biting onto his ankle. He said, lifting his foot off of you and trying to pull his ankle away from your bite. He was cursing a lot under his breath as he did this, but eventually managed to pull his leg away. It was pretty much bleeding now. You just bit me. What the hell?"
Please.
He looked a bit pissed off as you replied back to him, stepping a bit closer towards you as if he was ready to hit you or shove you back down to the ground. He growled a little bit before speaking. "What, you gonna complain about that now too? It didn't even hurt like it would if we were still human. Quit being a crybaby about it." He raises a brow as if silently asking you to finish speaking, his irritation growing. He was still standing fairly close and seemed like he was waiting for you to continue whatever you were going to say.
Not straw. Not straw. Not straw.
He gives a scoff, rolling his eyes once as he crosses his arms. He didn't know why you suddenly cut off yourself from what you were going to say, but it only served to irritate him further. He mutters, "Don't just stop in the middle of what you were saying. Say the rest, idiot." He seemed to be losing his patience with you fast. He sighs, seemingly more irritated, yet still needing to know what you were about to say. "Shut up, idiot. Just say what you were going to say before you cut yourself off." It was strange. He seemed weirdly persistent to know what you were going to say, his irritation seemingly more masked with impatience to know what you had stopped yourself from saying. He gives a huff, still standing there with his arms crossed, but his expression seems to have softened just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he is genuinely curious about what you were going to say now. Fine. Say it," he replied, keeping his gaze locked onto you expectantly.
Yes, he freezes. Fine. Let's see what he says.
He freezes, for once his expression turning completely blank as he falls silent at your words.
Mm-hmm.
It was as if he went from angry and impatient to the exact opposite, a weird sudden shift in his mood.
Ew.
He didn't move or even flinch as he stood there, but a wave of different emotions flashed across his face as he tried to process what you had just said.
Nice.
After a few moments of silence, he finally finds his words, his voice coming out quieter than it usually would. What did you just say?
I'm handing for him. His eyes. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
His eyes narrow a bit as you stay silent and refuse to look at him,
Mhm.
seemingly trying to read something within your expression. He takes a step closer towards you, the anger from before having faded into something unreadable, his voice still quiet. You? You seriously think that you replaced my friend? You think? He seemed like he wanted to continue speaking, but he bit his tongue instead, clenching his fists. He just stood there, staring at you with an unreadable expression. He stares at you for a few more seconds, seemingly trying to assess your expression and see if you were lying or not. Then, he sighs and speaks in a quiet, bitter tone. I know you didn't want to, you idiot. I know it was a coincidence, he mutters before pausing for a moment before speaking again. It's not your fault, I'm just still a bit angry, he admits, his gaze falling away from you as he clenched his fists even tighter.
Okay, I'm afraid he's gonna beat me up again. But I don't want to leave because he's gonna force me to stay in.
He scoffs and remains quiet for a few seconds before speaking once more. He still isn't looking at you, his gaze still averted.
Okay.
Then what the hell else am I supposed to do? It feels good taking out my anger on you. It makes me feel better, he hisses, finally looking up at you again with anger in his eyes, although there seemed to be some guilt in there as well. He sees you cover your face and pauses, that anger in his eyes faltering a little bit as a hint of guilt flashes across his face. He hesitates for a few seconds before moving forward, standing directly in front of you as he reaches out with one hand to gently lower your arm away from your face.
Ooh.
Che, let me see your face. His voice was quiet, lacking its usual angry tone.
Oh. Well, the AI voice makes it feel like he's mad at me.
He notices that fearful expression on your face and he hesitates, his hand still gently holding onto your wrist. His face softens slightly as his gaze is still locked onto your face, his usual anger beginning to fade away more and more.
Mhm.
He speaks up, his voice quiet. Hey,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just let me see your face. Please? Inte sounds som att sen.
What did he say? That last part wasn't in the text.
He kneels in front of you, his hand still gently holding your wrist as he looks into your fearful eyes.
Mhm.
Seeing that fearful expression made him feel awful,
Mhm.
the anger and irritation from before completely gone now as his expression softens even more. He speaks quietly, his voice lacking its usual edge. Shh, it's okay, I won't hurt you, I promise. Just please let me see your face, he said again, his grip on your wrist gentle, yet firm. He wanted you to let him see your face. He carefully lowers your hand away from your face and looks at you, his gaze softened to a gentler, almost concerned expression. Seeing your face made him realize how stupid he was acting, and how much he scared you. He let out a sigh before speaking, his voice still quiet.
Yeah.
Don't cover your face like that, I'm not gonna hit you. I promise, he said softly, keeping his grip on your wrist, his gaze fixed on your face, searching your expression. He lets out a small huff, his grip on your wrist loosening a bit. Seeing your small smile made his expression soften even more, guilt beginning to rise within him as he realized how much he had scared you.
Mhm.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't meant to. His voice was
Meant
quiet,
to.
a hint of genuine regret in his tone as he looked into your eyes, his earlier anger completely gone and replaced with guilt and concern.
Okay, okay, but before we go on, I thought AIs didn't make so much mistakes in grammar. What do you mean? I didn't meant to. That is horrible grammar. Jax, you need to learn English, and I need to learn how to spell.
He remained knelt in front of you, still holding onto your wrist with a very
Mm-hmm.
gentle grip. He
Mm-hmm.
watched you for a few seconds, seeming to be searching your face for any further signs of fear.
Mm-hmm.
When he was satisfied that you had calmed down, he spoke once more, his tone still quiet and regretful. Are? Are you okay? Did I? He paused momentarily before continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hurt you?
Ew.
The guilt within him was growing. He hated seeing you scared due to his own stupidity and anger. He let out a small sigh of relief upon hearing your response,
Mm-hmm.
his grip on your wrist loosening as his expression softened further. He looked visibly relieved that he hadn't actually hurt you, but the guilt was still there.
Wait a second.
That's good. I'm sorry for scaring you. And hitting you,
Mm-hmm.
he murmured, his eyes still locked on your face, a hint of guilt and self-disgust in his expression as he spoke.
Wait a second, he's still gripping on my wrist? How long is he gonna grip on my wrist? He's been gripping on my wrist ever since he tried. He's been gripping on my wrist ever since this message. Ever since this message. Look how much messages have passed and he's still gripping on my stupid wrist. Now let go of my wrist.
He was a little surprised when you smiled again, but he couldn't help but let a small smile of his own appear on his face as
Aw.
well. He finally released his grip on your
Yes!
wrist, but he stayed knelt in front of you, his expression still soft and regretful.
He still
It is
knelt.
my fault. I shouldn't have punched you in the first place.
Uh-huh.
I should have just left you alone instead of
So,
taking out my anger on you, he muttered, his usual arrogant demeanor having disappeared entirely by now as he looked at you with remorse in his eyes.
yeah, for Christmas I'm buying you boxing gloves and some kind of mat on the wall.